watch this leak right here. Looks like they've leaked 20 plus new Pokemon for Scarlet and Violet, the evolutions and more. So I want to stay a little bit tuned on the Scarlet and Violet as it's coming out November 18th. So we're going to watch another video today. You've been picking some good clips for your TikTok and YouTube lately? You've been enjoying it, Obi? I've been enjoying it a lot too, dude. I've been thinking it's a whole lot of fun. The crabby one, the crab one is my favorite so far. The one I posted about the crab, where it shows the new crab and it shows me sitting next to Krabby and it's like I couldn't break the news to Krabby about the new one. I don't want to give any spoilers. But it's pretty funny though. Oh man. All right, let's watch this video here. 20 plus new Pokemon leaked for Scarlet and Violet evolutions and more.
Dusty Go-Go, welcome back to my headcanon. I am at the beach on vacation, but just this week, leakers got a hold of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and have leaked the details of over 25 brand new, never-before-seen Pokemon. This isn't some BS 4chan rumor. Every single thing in this video has been confirmed to be in Scarlet and Violet. Today, I've got Zach from the Lumios
they're
post
saying
to
this is
help
actually
us break
confirmed,
down all this information. Let's get into it right now. Lumios, thank you so much for being here. How you feeling today?
I am feeling great. I am excited to talk about some really cool Pokemon, and thank you for having me, Dusty.
Let's start with the new Pokemon. There was an image of a Quaxley evolution, and this thing is really cool. It's got the pompadour. It's got this like giant.
Oh, is this the water starter?
But there's like red in its face. The beak is its like face is really small compared to the tuft. What do you think about this image?
I love it. I love this image. I'm very excited for it. It looks very much like a captain of a ship or whatever, and I love it.
Yeah.
Love the pirate theme.
Oh yeah, it's supposed
really
to be like a
tough
pirate
looking.
duck, right?
Actually, it fits
like
right
a pirate
alongside
duck?
the other bird Pokemon. I actually would, at the moment, I would use this because we also have a slight glimpse of what the Spriggatido evolution, final evolution, might look like. And this
that
thing
looks like
is
a cool
not what I
Pokemon too.
expected. It looks to be standing on two legs, but it has this like.
Is that the grass?
This muted. Black color. It's got
Whoa,
purple in the design.
that doesn't even look like the same
Yeah,
color.
It's definitely very strange.
That doesn't look like the same color as the grass starter, does it?
I don't think we've ever had a starter change its coloring this drastically. Like Hisuian Decidueye was a little bit different from Rowlet, but this is just green to black. I mean, that's really weird.
So the Riddler iCUE, the person who leaked everything for Pokemon Legends Arceus and Pokemon BDSP, he has confirmed to us that Quaxley is going to be a water fighting type, Spriggatido is going to be grass and dark type.
Yeah, this kind of does give a Sneasel Weevil kind of vibe, huh, DEFCON?
Confirmed to us from the very credible leaker.
I would not have guessed this was the grass starter at final evolution.
Unfortunately, we don't have any more images of the Foikoko evolution.
I want to see the final evolution of Foikoko.
It's going to be looking like a chicken dragon. It's going to have the body of some sort of dragon, and then have a chicken on its head. Honestly, all three of these, I mean, they are the starters. They are hyped. They're very, people are excited about these. I want more, right?
Obi says, how do these people get these images, and why do they look zoomed on fuzzier than the Bigfoot images?
It seems like Foikoko is like the just overall fan favorite.
That's
in,
funny,
like,
Obi.
all of the community, and
Looks like a Super Mario bad guy, says Mecha Husky.
So that's a little upsetting, but I'm loving what I'm seeing.
Yeah, this starter is interesting.
The very first image that surfaced
I definitely
from
want
this
to
new
see
wave
it.
of leaks was this Pommy evolution. It essentially looks like the Pokemon just stands up on its hind legs. Like I said, I mean, I've been thinking and hoping that
is that the Fido evolution?
Not only will Pommy get an evolution, but I was hoping that it would
Palmy,
become
it says?
electric in fighting type, and the fact that this thing just stands on its hind legs.
I would assume that's the Fido evolution, but
I do think the fact that it's now on its hind legs means that it can actually use its fists, its electrified fists, for combat, right?
Right, yeah, definitely. And not only that, but like the hairstyle of it too. It's very like action anime-esque. Like it looks like a main
they do kind of have hairstyles now in the Pokemon games, huh? They're kind of giving them a little bit more character.
Shooting out aura spheres and stuff.
I think now that they've said that, I've noticed that they are kind of giving them more like life to the characters, huh?
At least that's what we think it is.
Oh no, the leaker confirmed that actually is Lechonk.
Oh, this is Lechonk.
Oh, that's great.
Yep.
That's great.
Now the interesting thing with it though is that it is, it's black.
We'll cover up
and
its
we can't
beak
see
right
its
here.
face, but Riddler iCUE would describe LeChunk's Evo as being white with makeup on its face. And again, we don't see its face. Maybe it's just its face that's white, but that doesn't match the description here. So I'm wondering if we're getting like a Meowstic situation where the evolutions, they're the same mon,
Miss
but
Piggy
they
says
have
Mega Husky.
drastic differences between the genders.
I think that's a pretty safe bet at this point. I think
Well,
it
LeChunk
also
does kinda
is
look
really
piggy-ish,
valuable to have that sort of thing on a such an early Pokemon that you would typically get in your journey.
I can't
right?
see
Like, those
through all
Pokemon
this
are
fuzz, says
usually
Obi.
forgettable, but
I know, it
if,
is pretty
like, right
fuzzy,
out the
huh?
gate, Rattata had
My head
2
is covering
different,
it a bit,
like,
too.
Raticate forms. I think right off the bat, it's already a much more interesting Pokemon, and then because so many trainers will use that Pokemon, you're just diversifying everyone's teams, right?
Who's interested in the
and I
LeChunk?
think
Anybody
that's
interested
kind of
in
maybe
LeChunk?
even the goal they're going for is making those early
not too
route
hyped about it,
Pokemon
to be
actually
honest.
memorable.
What
more
type
into
do
the
you
other
think this
Pokemon.
LeChunk evolution is going to be?
So
I like Fido more than LeChunk. Oh, we got an ad. No. Freaking ads.
it's normal type currently, LeChunk is. So I would
LeChunk will
think
be
it
normal
would
type,
keep
they
that.
say.
I could see it being normal ground, and they're doing something with like the mud because pigs and mud.
Normal
But
ground type?
personally,
I don't think
would
we've ever
wanna
seen
see
a normal ground
fairy.
type, have we?
Physical normal fairy would be really cool.
The best
because we
thing about
currently
LeChunk is its
only have
name.
Wigglytuff.
For whatever
It is
reason,
really cute, though, huh?
It feels like it really adds up because it's a normal pig, but I can see it having those like mystical characteristics, and it looks sort of like mushrooms, right? It's supposed to look
Digsbury?
for
Oh yeah,
truffles, right?
Digsbury
Pigs
is a
typically
normal ground
search
type,
for
isn't it?
truffles,
You're
and
right, Dark Horse.
Mushrooms, plant any sort of like organic life is very closely tied to the fairy type.
Especially mushrooms. I mean,
so
think about
think-
Glimwood.
Yeah, some of the other new
Yeah, so
Pokemon
yeah,
are really
absolutely,
cute.
yeah,
Articuno,
absolutely.
I agree.
So I think that's a really cool prediction for this Pokemon. Something I didn't even think about, so that's awesome.
To add to it too, it has Aroma Veil as an ability, like Chonk does, and that, if I'm not mistaken, that is only fairy types have that ability.
Lumios, this is why we have you on the show. Like, that's amazing. I love that. I really hope that's true. So next we have this image that surfaced, I think it was yesterday afternoon. It's this image of what we think is, I mean, it has to be a flamingo.
Yes, it's totally a flamingo. He had confirmed a little bit before. Someone had asked him, is there a peacock and is there a flamingo? He said peacock no, flamingo yes. And then this image came up later, so it's totally a flamingo, and I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I'm getting Cramorant vibes from it, and I love it.
What is this?
Flamingo, like a flamingo, is one of those
flamingo.
Pokemon that like feels like it is a Pokemon as is, right? It's like a toucan,
Right.
Or like there's so many Pokemon that are just animals, like based on animals, because the animals.
Yo,
are
Dr.
so
Sod,
weird
is that
and
a
unique
is that a
and special
LeChonk
to themselves, and
emote used as
flamingos are iconic.
as like stocks are going up?
I mean, I think this would be like
Lestonks?
I can see this being water fairy. I
Lestonks?
could also see
What?
it being water.
That's funny.
I mean, water flying, obviously.
Whoever
Yeah.
made that emote
but,
so
I mean, that
so
is
funny.
kind of a boring
They're
typing.
yeah, I totally agree. And like I said, it's so similar
Dude,
to
this thing,
Cramorant.
this,
It would be
I don't
really boring.
Is
if
this
they
a
did
real
water farming, but there's
Pokemon?
a
What's up,
billion
Jesse Alf? How are
options for
you,
a
bud?
Flamingo. I've seen some.
I feel like they're
suggest-
trolling
Even
us
just
with this
very
one.
flying.
Yes,
Yeah,
this has
very
to be a
flying would
troll.
really good. We only have Togekiss
There's no
and
way the
Landorus
flamingo's
that
in this, right?
departments. That would be awesome. But I've seen some people
Look
suggest
at his face.
that it could, upon evolving or whatever, kind of take up
Oh, I
the
can't handle
flamenco
this.
style dancing, because flamenco sounds kind of
Cool.
similar.
Yeah.
And then like a fire, I mean, wishful thinking here, but like a fire water would be really sick, or a fire fairy even.
That's really cool. So I see this Pokemon as like not evolving. I don't think it would evolve unless it's like pre-form as like this little baby flamingo
Yeah.
chick. But that's kind of wild.
Regional
It's like fire
Cameron,
fairy type, but
you
it
wish?
lives around
A
the
regional
water. I don't know about
regional
why that would
Cameron would
happen,
be
but-
dope,
Well, I
huh?
love when they do that. The aquatic Pokemon that like don't have
And,
any
like,
relation
yeah.
to water typing, like Pincurchin, and there's a bunch more Stunfisk, Malamar. I love that.
Yeah, I feel like
Graplock too, right? Graplock is like a
flamingos,
fighting type
they don't
Pokemon, right? But it
swim.
looks like
They just-
an octopus.
They eat the fish within the water. That flamingos
They've been
get
getting
their
pretty
pink
creative
color
for
because
sure.
Of, I think it's like
Krill.
it's the type of fish.
Flamingo,
or crustacean
flamenco
type of
sounds
food that
really
they eat.
similar, yeah, in
It has
English.
this,
But
like,
these are
natural
Japanese
dye,
games, says
which
Obi.
changes its feathers, and the color of its feathers. So there's, I mean, when we talk about like in the Pokemon universe, that could either mean there's two different types or forms of this flamingo. It could mean that there's gonna be a new Pokemon that's introduced, similar to Cramorant, and what is the fish that it eats?
Barracuda.
Barracuda, right? Yeah, Barracuda. Yeah. What do you think? Do you think it's gonna have some sort of symbiotic relationship with a new Pokemon, an old Pokemon? Maybe it's eating Krabbies. Maybe it's eating like a new type of regional form of something.
I could see Krabby. I know it's shrimp that changes their hue, so my first reaction was Clauncher, but Clauncher's blue, and we have seen it in Scarlet and Violet's first trailer.
Yeah.
So it's not getting
Clauncher
a form.
evolves into
so I am curious if they'll
right?
just kind of, say that it's
or never mind. Clauncher's the water dark type, right?
When you think of a Flamingo, it's pink, so this Pokemon is pink.
No, that's Crawdon.
Yeah. In Scarlet and Violet, we can also expect probably around 2 new puppy or dog Pokemon. Can you tell us about this, Lumios?
Yes, so a while back, Riddler iCUE revealed what his team would be for Scarlet and Violet. He said he's using all 3 starters, and then he's using a rock-type Pokemon that he didn't specify what it was. He's using an object Pokemon, he didn't specify what it was, and then he said one of the puppies, implying that there are at least 2 puppy Pokemon.
That's great. I mean, there's so many dog Pokemon.
So we've already seen Fido. Fido's the new one.
It mirrors.
So what other new puppy are they bringing?
Mm-hmm. So I'm happy to get any more. I mean, I feel like as humans we have lots of memories with different types of breeds of dogs.
Yep.
So there's tons that they could make. That that I can just kind of like put my emotional attachment.
They already have a rock dog,
really
a normal
enjoy.
dog.
And the great thing about these Pokemon is that they can be any type.
A fighting steel,
just the
a
mouse
fire
Pokemon,
dark,
electric
a normal
mouse Pokemon.
fairy.
They can truly be
and a
fire, electric, water, anything. So
we don't have a water dog, do we?
I've seen like people suggest a Portuguese water dog, but then take that literally and make it like
they just talked about it. Portuguese water dog is.
I think one of the puppy Pokemon will actually be a wolf, because there's the Iberian wolf, and
the new Pika clone looked like a puppy,
huh? We'll see that in some way.
So this next image was leaked to us. It's been confirmed to be real. The thing about this is that it doesn't look like any sort of Pokemon that we've ever seen before. It doesn't look like a biological creature. It's a very weird design, and the implication is that this might be a new classification of a Pokemon. But I don't know. What do you think about this, Lumios? Because this is so weird. To be honest, it looks like an Ultra Beast.
Yeah, it does look really weird. He did say it was a new Pokemon, the leaker.
What typing do you think this is? Like Ghost Psychic or something?
The term new Pokemon is a very loose one. Like some people would count a regional variant as a new Pokemon. Some people would count, Mega Evolution as a new Pokemon. So it could be a new concept.
Looks
and
like a skull, like a like eyes with 2 bones behind it.
Skull and crossbones is not a part of the Pokemon's
design. It definitely looks like it's terrestrialized.
It looks like an attack of some sort.
Looks like it's
I
terraformed.
really think that this is going to be one of those.
But like, I'm trying to imagine what it looks like without its terraform.
Fake. It's essentially an artificial Pokemon created by human beings. Up next, we've got this was hinted by the leakers. Then Riddler iCUE essentially confirmed its existence. This is going to be some sort of dolphin Pokemon. Riddler iCUE is
a dolphin Pokemon.
It's gonna be, anthropomorphic. It's going to be
Dude.
on 2 legs. This really took me.
That's
for
a
loop
Yu-Gi-Oh
at
card.
first.
That's a freaking Yu-Gi-Oh
first,
card.
I thought this was going to be really like dumb and it didn't make any sense.
Are they just trying to show us an example? But it's confirmed there is going to be a dolphin Pokemon.
Legendary Pokemon, or perhaps it's a counterpart.
Gagwin, welcome on in. Thanks for coming to hang out with us. Good luck, guys, on the vanilla. I did chat too, by the way. Trade Tier C Ice type.
Now we might have this dragon dolphin.
Total base stats 305 on this one. Recommended Pokeball, Frozen Ball, or even a Feather Ball will work on the vanilla that just spawned in chat. Good luck, guys.
If it's the suitor or not. I've waited so long for a dolphin.
That's a Yu-Gi-Oh card, says Northern.
Yeah.
Miss Kitty, welcome.
I totally understand that. Like I said, I kind of did a 180. I was
camera cover too. Welcome in.
But I think there is a lot of potential here. I mean,
these guys will believe anything, says Obi.
I mean, this is maybe this actually might be more related than I think. But I think of all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I used to play with. They'd be like crystalline, feminine, beautiful dragons, right? I'm thinking that this dolphin could be more of that serene, intelligent dragon type, dragon psychic possibly, dragon fairy, dragon water for it being a dolphin. I think there's a lot of really cool type combinations, especially for a pseudo legendary Pokemon, and a lot of potential here as well. I'm not too caught up on the fact that it's not going to be just a traditional dolphin. I think I hope we get that down the
Obi.
line. But for the time being, I'm very happy with this.
Hi, I'm Tom Chilton.
And I'm
Oh
Chris
my
Thornton.
gosh, we
We're
got
here to
another
talk to you
ad.
about Death Knights.
Nope.
I'm glad you're happy with it, Dusty. I'm so nervous about it, but I like to have my expectations low anyways, because then they're either, met or exceeded.
Speaking of expectations, there's going to be another frog Pokemon.
A frog Pokemon.
Greninja is a frog Pokemon who's been one of the most popular of all time.
Yeah, Greninja's
what do you think this
hugely
frog
popular.
Pokemon's going to be like? I think this was hinted to us by iCUE.
We got a Froggo Pokemon
and
coming.
It's supposed to be. People were saying electric and psychic.
He used in his riddle, because they're often images, he used this girl, I don't know the anime that's from, I'm sure someone in your comment section will know, but they said that, like, this girl's from an anime where all these characters have psychic powers, and each of their psychic powers does a different thing, and the specific girl loves frogs, and her psychic powers are, like, she can shoot electricity or something.
Yeah.
So that's where the electric psychic's coming from, but that sounds really cool, that sounds very exciting.
Yeah, I mean,
An
we don't have
electric
any sort of
psychic
images
type?
of what this Pokemon could look like.
Is that what they're thinking?
I mean, literally, the next
Right.
trailer we get could give us the image of this type of frog. I'm convinced we're getting a frog Pokemon. Electric makes sense. I mean, frogs. I think of like the frogs from the rainforest, who are they're very vibrantly colored, they're very exotic looking, and then frogs jump. I can think.
Thanks,
thinking of
Boise.
this thing
Appreciate you
being,
stopping on in.
like it just bounces
Thank you,
around.
thank
It
you.
just jumps and
Hi, Bukon.
shoots electricity. I can totally see that in the anime. Like it feels like a Pokemon.
Oh,
already.
yeah.
Even if it was
Yeah,
just
apparently
pure
a lot of this
electric, I
stuff
think
in the
that would be
video
a
is like
Pokemon.
leaked from a like known
Yeah, I'm wondering
Pokemon
if
data
it'll be
leaker
similar
or
to
something like.
Toxtricity,
I
'cause,
can't remember
like,
what the name they
the
said,
thing
but
to
it's
think
at the
about with
beginning of the
frogs is,
video.
like,
I could
the
look
vibrations and
into
all,
it
like, they even
afterwards.
kind of did that route with Palpitoad.
I think they said
and
Riddler or
Toxtricity
something,
has some elements of
like,
frog. It's more
leaked this
salivating, but it's got some
information.
elements of frog. So I wonder if this will kind of be related in any way. They often like to take Pokemon and relate them, like how they took Duraludon and related it to Tyranitar by saying they were like natural enemies and stuff. I'm hoping that they connect this one with Toxtricity.
This next one is like super hype because it kind of just came out of nowhere. But it seems like there's gonna be 5 brand new bug Pokemon, all with different types of
Five new bug types?
different type combinations. Whether they're bug fire, bug ice, bug water.
Dang,
like,
they've been
it
coming
seems
out a
like
lot
they're gonna
with
be all
bug
over the
types,
place.
huh?
Do we? I mean, I don't think it's
Like
been
over the years, I
confirmed
feel like bugs
specifically
haven't
what
got
the
that much
bugs
like
are gonna be.
but like
you
they
know,
don't come
there
out
are
with new bugs that
probably more
often, except
bug
for
species.
like
He did
Vigavolt. Like these
describe
guys
that
right
one
here
of them would
are the only
be
new
a
bugs I
very
can think of.
Japanese style bug. It would look very Japanese looking, so that's really exciting. And then
Hopefully no
he-
more
in
bug
the
flying
riddle
type,
where
right?
he,
We've
like,
got
hinted
way
at there
too many
being
flying
4 or
bug
5
types, that's for
lines,
sure.
He said that he hinted at them at the bug lines inside that riddle too, and he mentioned in a more colorful way feces a lot, so people kind of are thinking
the
dung beetle on this
yeah,
one.
yeah. That sounds like
But like,
bug ground.
Hi,
bug
Codwine.
rock, maybe.
right, yeah.
Hello,
Bug
hello.
ground would be awesome. We
Thanks for
only have
stopping in.
Nincada
How'd you
that
find us
uses
today?
it
Did you find us
on
from
evolving
social
so I would
media?
love that. Do you think they'd
from
actually,
Twitch
like,
or
with
the
dung beetle,
Pokemon
they'd, like, make it,
Discord?
where it's like rolling around crap, like, I
Thanks
mean,
for tuning
I would
in.
think they'd change it to mud, and it's just inspired by that. But what do you think? Do you think they'd actually use that?
I think what they would do is no, I don't think they would actually include. I mean, they could include that, but I think what they would do instead is
Right.
make the thing that it rolls around have to do with another Pokemon or something else in the region. We were talking about the Lechonk evolution and how it, it digs for truffles. Perhaps this bug Pokemon also.
No way, that's cool. Your boyfriend sent
creates
you here?
the
That's
truffles or
awesome.
something, right?
Well,
Maybe,
whoever
like,
your
there's
boyfriend
something
is,
that
thank you so much for
creates the
sending him on
truffle,
over to
and
check
then,
us out. I
because
appreciate
I think
it.
in Lechonk's
Oh, a bug
its
dragon
text
type would be
description or its
amazing,
Pokedex
Obi.
description on the website.
They don't have a
Lechonk
bug
is
dragon
supposed
type.
to
That would be so cool.
Have some sort of rivalry, or it puts the fear of God in a bug.
Yeah,
type
some more steel
Pokemon.
types. We need more steel types
Right.
for
So
sure,
I think there
Northern.
might be some symbionts.
Be nice to get some more steel love.
there. It's interesting. It just when I think of any bug, if you look up any picture of any bug,
Do we have a
Pokemon-
bug
or, sorry,
steel
bug
type? Maybe a bug
period,
steel
right?
type, a
If you look
bug
up any
dragon
sort of
type,
image of a bug, and imagine that thing the size of a
bug ground type
like
even.
a dog. It's a Pokemon, right? Like you can
Right?
make any
Titanic
bug
says Flygon, maybe?
human-sized, and all of a sudden it's like this otherworldly creature.
Yeah, it's a bit like the Flamingo, like you said. Some of them you can, like, take a walking stick or a praying mantis,